Anyways, hey YouTube. I know y'all miss me. Man. I don't know if y'all saw my last little post or video, but this is the first video of 2026, and it's the 11th. Hey, 50 videos by the end of the year, I swear. I got more videos coming up too. But anyways, we are watching Stop Calling These Characters Legendary Part 2. I already seen Part 1. I saw somebody else react to Part 1. And I'm honestly not going to fake a reaction and look at Part 1. But he just came out with this Part 2 for 18 hours ago. So this is what we're going to watch. This is by Blink Boy. Y'all go check him out if y'all want to, see the original vids or more of his content type shit.
And his final battle scene lasted for a shorter amount of time than Will telling the group he liked dick.
Is that dead ass? I ain't gonna lie, I watched Stranger Things like the last season. I watched season 5, but I didn't finish it because I got spoiled because niggas just couldn't keep their mouth shut about it type shit. So I watched the last season, but it was kind of ass, and all I heard was Will coming out there like dick. I already knew he liked dick, but for some reason he had to make it a whole big deal or some shit. I don't know. Honestly, do I think it was necessary for the show? Shit, no. Nigga, kill Vecna. That's what we came here for. You been doing this shit for the past 4 episodes, nigga. Why tell me you like cock and balls? Anyways,
you guys really enjoyed my Stop Calling These Characters Legendary video. I was very happy.
Oh yeah, that's the last video.
I forgot to mention his trash cut too. So you know what? Here go one more for y'all. This is Stop Calling These Characters Legendary Part 2.
Stop calling that man legendary because he
Bay vs Optimus Prime. Now, unlike my last video, which features
Whoa.
Sasuke.
Whoa. You saying stop calling Optimus Prime legendary? Are we not? Did you not watch the movies, man? I'm gonna hear you out. I'm gonna hear you out.
And Cora. No one in this video do I actually dislike. Optimus is iconic with great moments. But
okay.
So was Rebecca Black's Friday song. Iconic don't always mean he was cooking for real. Yo Optimus, do you have any 1v1 fight wins versus strong villains? I got Aura. So we can go through each shitty movie to really dissect how Optimus was truly a fraud. Let's look back at Transformers 2007.
I ain't gonna lie, I'm biased, bro. Optimus Prime so OP to me, folks. I don't think you understand. This shit has a special place in my heart. This Transformer franchise, mud. Optimus Prime, nigga, he's a Prime. He's Optimus Prime. What do you mean? What are we talking about? I'm not picking up what he's putting down here, mud. I'm really not. But everybody has their own opinions, and I'm here to react to his video, so I'm just gonna listen. I'm gonna hear him out. But if it's some bullshit, I'm changing my like to a dislike. Word.
Back before Shia LaBeouf was a crackhead and Megan Fox had all of y'all bricked up.
Damn.
In this movie, the Autobots didn't do nearly as much fighting. Optimus does kill Bone Crusher, which was dope. He used his Energon blades and gave him straight belt. He even saved Sam from a falling building. One thing I definitely didn't say is that Optimus is a bad hero. So congrats, nigga. But unfortunately, we don't give out legendary statuses for beating Jake Paul. You gotta do more than that. You gotta beat a big dog. And when it was time for the final battle, when it was crunch time, 20 seconds left on the clock, go get a bucket versus Megatron. He was getting that ass smacked. I'm talking Kyle Lowry in prison, ass smacked. It took the military lighting up Megatron like a Christmas tree with jet.
Okay. I'm understanding it now. I do remember this happening. He was getting shit on in this movie. They did do my boy dirt. But at the end of the day, you gotta think about it. Optimus Prime, he's Optimus Prime. So at the end of the day, Megatron K, he still got cooked by. I thought, did Bumblebee take him out, or the army took him out? I remember now.
Blasting his metal ACL and shoulder off, and Sam putting the Allspark into
This shit came out like 2017 or some shit, folks. If y'all haven't seen this shit, go watch it.
Megatron's chest to defeat him. Optimus was not going to be able to do it.
I forgot he was on the ground. I'm not gonna lie.
It wasn't even a close fight. Sam Witwicky is just some regular nigga they found off the street, and he had to save the day. After watching Gabe Vincent for the Lakers, I'm convinced he is too. Imagine him carrying Braun to a championship. Imagine what narratives would spawn from that. But since Optimus got great quotables, I guess we just let it slide, huh? So let's go to Transformers 2 then. Optimus Prime fought in the forest versus 3 Decepticons, and only lost because he was distracted by Sam. That's a fact. Sometimes that's all it takes. You look away for a second and your dumbass dog pissing on the carpet. You gotta stay locked in. But ultimately, he did die and remained dead for the entire movie basically.
That did happen. He did get cooked, and then they did my boy so dirt. Hey, but go watch what's that one cartoon? God damn it. It's a Transformers cartoon. And it go more like Optimus Prime was cooking in that. I'ma find it. I'ma put it on the side. I'ma find it. I'ma put it somewhere on the screen, folks. Y'all go watch that shit. I'm telling y'all. That Optimus Prime, he don't play around. He don't play around. He the real Prime. For real.
Meaning everyone else has to carry weight in solving the mysteries and figuring out how they're gonna win. Nigga Optimus let himself die and forced us to deal with skids and mudflap screen time. That's enough right there to make him not legendary. What the fuck type of torture is this? But then he comes back to life in the very end, right? And gets his chain snatched literally instantly, getting killed basically right again. How you get revived, then downed 2 seconds later? Nigga, go get Juggernog. So then Jetfire, we already on to like the 18th nigga who's had to sacrifice himself for Optimus, gives Optimus his power. And I'll give Optimus credit here. Remember, I don't hate Optimus, I like him, because he did put incredible hands on the Fallen and Megatron. You can give a chef all the ingredients, but they still gotta cook a good meal. Aisha Curry got everything she could ever imagine and still making lizard ankles, so it ain't that easy. But then you go to Transformers 3 and Optimus gets stuck in a bunch of cables in the sky, putting him out the fight for a minute. Look at him. Look at silly. This Tom and Jerry ass trap they caught him with. No, they didn't even catch him with it. He did it to himself. This nigga don't know how to fly right. Now he does get out of it and starts cooking every Decepticon inside, killing Shockwave. But when it was time to fight Sentinel, Unc Sentinel was shitting on Optimus. Unc Sentinel hasn't fought in centuries. Nigga woke up yesterday and still showing Optimus how he used to get down back in the 80s.
But you gotta think about it. Sentinel was like basically like the general, like he taught
Optimus's life. And Megatron wasn't even trying to fight bro afterwards. Optimus sneaks him when he was trying to discuss them forming a super team, and then he steals Megatron's kill on Sentinel. We're 3 movies in and he still doesn't have a real win versus the main villain without a ridiculous amount of help. That's legendary to y'all? Transformers 4. I mean, guess what happens in that one? Optimus gets fucked up by Galvatron.
I feel like Bumblebee harder
himself kidnapped, carried into lockdown ship. Free Big
Optimus Prime in the movie.
All the side characters and was getting that ass beat by Bumblebee.
Just had a whole bunch of
he was getting dropped off by a fucking midget. He gets bailed out of that fight because the plot wrote in a tsunami, and then in the end, it's Bumblebee who kills Quintessa while Optimus is frozen in place and can't move. Now let's go over to Rise of the Beast. I understand this isn't Bay vs Optimus anymore, but fuck it, we slandering, so let's really slander. The Autobots pull up on Scourge for the first time, and Optimus was getting shit on as per usual. Surprise, surprise, bro.
Want to say hi to the YouTube? You gotta say it to the mic.
I went in the mic, bro.
Nah. On some shit. I'm gonna put his link in the description. Y'all go check him out too on some shit. He be uploading here and there. He do look content. Type shit.
Worst father figure ever, bro. Bumblebee mom told you to have that little nigga back by 8 p.m. Now you're gonna bring her just his arm talking about some my fault. I will say though, shout out to Rise of the Beast Optimus, because finally, this is the first time after 6 movies where Optimus finally does beat the main villain in a 1v1 fight. He held his face up against the lava, gave that man the Zuko scar, So shout out to him. It only took like 15 years for him to finally do it on the big
he
screen.
did that shit,
only
though.
for it to
You know what
then
I'm
get
saying? He did.
reversed in
Yo, watch
Transformers
out.
1, where he gets his ass blasted off the tower by
I'm not gonna lie.
E16, and the
I ain't
writers
watched
had
that
to
movie.
pull
That
off
shit just
some
looked
bullshit
ass.
ass
I'm not even
random buff
keep it
mid falling like Mufasa to his death to save him. And Optimus does have a legendary moment when he gets back up there and shits on all the Decepticons by himself, with all
Is
the
this the
other
movie where they
Autobots
was
just
like,
spectating. He don't need help.
they did some
Listen,
corny shit in this
ultimately,
movie,
I
I
love
forgot.
Optimus just like you guys. But when the main villain steps up to the plate, Optimus consistently failed. And if it wasn't just for pure plot or his teammates jumping in to help him, he would have died 16 more times on top of the 17 times he already died.
Stop calling that man legendary because he...
Rocky Balboa. Listen, we all love
Rocky?
movies because they allow for the impossible to happen. And Rocky Balboa being a heavyweight champion is the perfect example of that. That nigga was 5'10", 190 pounds. Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder are like 5'6", 280 behemoths. Rocky Balboa is Bill Russell, Neolithic hoops. I can't respect his era. This nigga Rocky was fighting mailmen and carpenters. And even with that weak-ass competition, he had a 53-23 record. What the fuck is that? In real life, a nigga with 23 losses would stop getting professional fights, cause that's so bad. Just look at his form. He punches
I never
like
watched.
Popeye.
I never watched that
Celtics
movie.
mascot,
Rocky.
Why
Yeah.
I oughta
I might gotta watch
stance.
it. I heard it was
He
good,
charging
though.
up his punches by
But
spinning
at
his
the end of the
arm
day, though,
like fucking Donkey Kong.
It's
Rocky
a-
Balboa
it's a-
was
it's about the
anything
underdog.
but a
You know what I'm saying?
legendary
It's an underdog
boxer.
story.
Look
You
at
know?
him, bro. Hands down the entire fight. I don't know if Rocky ever actually
it's about the
blocked
fight, the
once.
spirit,
He
the
just
drive.
sat there and
That what
took
makes
it
him
to
the GOAT.
face,
You see what I'm saying?
ending fights looking like he trained with Piccolo. Talking about some, yeah, I was cooking, bro, wasn't I, huh? Adonis Creed is a million times better than Rocky. He was fighting real hitters, real heavyweights. Dame would have put paws on Rocky. Tell me I'm lying. We seen how Jonathan Majors
but that's
had
different
Creed on the
eras,
ropes.
man.
We also
And he's
seen how
black.
he
That's
had a
not-
girl
that's
on him
unfair
too.
advantage.
Just use your eye test. Unless you're Stevie Wonder, it is very clear. Rocky is a flip phone, battery falling out and shit, versus Creed, who's an iPhone 17 Pro Max.
Yeah, this
Rocky
nigga's
was in
blazing.
a weak era and he really didn't even dominate it. That is the definition of a fraud.
Not really. He's fighting
Imagine how
Ty-
crazy the
Tyrone,
slander would be on
something
someone
like
like
that.
Will
Tyson?
Chamberlain
Tyrone?
if he was going
Some shit
against
like
those
that.
same doctors he was going against, but instead of
like
dominating, he was just ass. What? That is not legendary.
Stop calling that man legendary because he...
Vecna.
Oh, yeah,
I don't
Vecna,
even gotta
that
ask
nigga
the
shit. I
Duffer
heard he
Brothers
got,
to know that
like,
they just started making
killed
shit
in
up
5
as they
minutes
were
for it.
going along after season
I
1
ain't
of
gonna lie.
Stranger Things.
I ain't gonna
And
lie,
that's
I had that
very
nigga so
clear
much,
in
it be
regard
so
to
shit.
Vecna.
They
This
fumbled the
man
last
was
season
supposed
so
to be the
crazy,
big bad, the
I ain't gonna
Thanos
lie.
for Netflix
Season 4 was the
heads.
last season.
And his
That's season
final
5 shit
battle
so
scene
ass.
lasted for a
keep it
shorter
real with
amount
you.
of time than Will telling
keep it-
the
I'ma keep
group
it straight
he
up.
liked
Uh-huh.
lasted for a shorter amount.
So it took 6 minutes and 51 seconds for you to tell me that you like dick and balls, yo. Bro, I'd be overly fucking mad if you, and you, nigga, we're trying to save the fucking world. You see me? You hear me, bro? We're fighting niggas in different dimensions and shit with telepathic powers and some more, twin. We got a bitch who but she can barely control her shit, twin. See what I'm saying? And she kind of, you know, she not all the way there for real. And that's the only person we got. And this nigga, I thought he was gonna control the Demogorgons and, do some more crazy shit. This nigga just had spider senses and had a seizure. What? And now you like dick and balls? Like, that shit just threw me off the whole show. Like, I swear to God it did. Because that shit did not make no sense to me. My nigga. Why did it take you 6 minutes and 51 seconds to tell me this shit? No offense to any, we love the LGBTQ plus. For real. You know what I'm saying? But nigga, you could have just said, yeah, bro, I'm gay. Kept the pushing, son. Alright, bet. Still love you, bro. Nigga, 6 minutes and 51 seconds. Nigga, the fight only, nigga, that's. Let's do the math. 51 minus 34. Chat. I'm still on break, twin. I'm not using no type brain power, twin, until I go back to classes and shit, twin. I'm finna pull out my calculator. Watch out. Calculator. Nigga, it took you 51 minus 34. It took him 17 more seconds of putting his life on the line to save the world to to tell a group of niggas who really don't give a I swear to God, nobody in that room really gave a fuck. But to tell her that you like boys? Word.
Amount of time than Will telling the group he liked dick. He was the fakest of fake demons. The group pulled up to your crib.
Sorry, I just had to go on a little
speared
rant.
you
That
through
shit
the
just made me
chest,
mad
and
when I
you
watched
couldn't
it.
catch a single body. The fact that everyone got out of there unscathed is ridiculously ass from Vecna. Half them niggas didn't even have weapons because walking down Nancy Wheeler was ball hogging all the shotguns and pistols and shit. Dudes was in there with water balloons and slingshots, somehow defeating you. This Disney Channel ass ending. I've seen Demodogs and Demogorgons throughout the entire series give way more trouble than what Vecna gave. How the fuck Robin giving the villain more struggle than Batman? The military base was getting wiped by a few Demogorgons with all their artillery, but a group of 24-year-old teenagers defeated you? This is the big bad villain, but they pulled up to his own home turf and he got caught lacking like that? Nigga, you know you got ops. How you just so nonchalant? The Duffer Brothers said that there were no Demodogs or Demogorgons because the group caught Vecna by surprise. Can't that nigga literally...
Don't them niggas like camp around him cause he like the master nigga? Shouldn't they get sense like damn big boss getting attacked, should we go help him? Shit, no. Them nigga got trash can lids and spears. Huh? You telling me we was doing this shit for 4 seasons? 5 seasons, folks. And you telling me put up to a different dimension, twin? Just stay with me, folks. They put up with it into a different dimension, whole different universe, twin. With spears and trash can lids and water balloons, and defeated nigga who, look at this nigga. Last season we just saw that nigga contort a whole nigga just cause we heard the clock. Nigga was let the niggas out, huss, breaking bones and some more. You couldn't do that shit one more time? One of them niggas couldn't die? Not one?
See everything? How did he get stuck?
I agree with this perspective right here. Vecna's a piece like Vecna shit.
Or and because of that whack ass hairline, see the light reflecting off Lucas's forehead, that was gonna be the main boss. The sky like a bat signal. Wait, did they get? I didn't finish it. Holly's leg, and the plate cleaner Derek manages to outmuscle him, pulling Holly away from him, and then told that nigga to suck his fat one. He was getting treated like a meme the entire last episode, bro. He's supposed to be way more powerful than 11, except he's literally losing a 1v1 ISO to her somehow. It makes no sense. We're 5 seasons in, and we seen that this bitch was still struggling to flip pennies, nose bleeding and shit. But now all of a sudden, she can push him against the spike. They defeated Vecna, and there was still an hour left in the episode. The weak-ass military got 11 to die before Vecna was able to do it. It's crazy. Don't get me started on the Mind Flayer too. They brought him back for what? Just to look sorry. Vecna was a fraud, bro. Cool concept of a villain that they made up 5 minutes before it was time to shoot the season. But for him to be defeated that easily, that quickly, was just such a letdown of what's been built up for over like a decade now.
Literally. Like, bro, the Mind Flayer. If y'all really watch Stranger Things, folks, the lead up and the build up for what happened, bro, it was so like, they fumbled so crazy. I ain't gonna lie, they fumbled so bad. Cause the way they build it up and the anticipation to see the Mind Flayer, and then we got introduced to Vecna. This nigga came out of nowhere, start killing niggas, contorting niggas' bodies, the grandfather clock and shit. If I only could make a deal with God. All that, all that shit. Just to end like this, yeah, bro. And who the nigga that died last season? That nigga that was a rock star that sacrificed his life. Buddy, I forgot his name. That nigga died for no reason though. They made that nigga go out so like, bro. They made that nigga die for no reason, mud. Literally no reason, mud.
Gohan. Now I know some of y'all gonna get mad at this, but let's be real, bro. Gohan is a lot cooler in theory than in reality. One of my personal favorite versions of Gohan is Future Gohan, but can't really
Gohan
think
fraud,
about
though. He only
we're glazing
cool
for a second. This nigga Gohan allowed for everyone he's known and loved to die. The world is being boomed constantly, and he is constantly getting his ass beat, and we just over here sitting like, but bro, he's too tough. Look at the scar in one arm. Mad aura though. He's a failure. A walking failure. We a bunch of simple ass niggas to please, bro. One sandwich and a back rub, and now we ready to marry her. Gohan spent most of his pre-Cell Saga days getting the absolute shit folded out of him, and freezing in the big moments, crying.
You give me a valor and a cheddar, a ham and cheese, baby. I love barrel and a ham and cheese, baby. Oh yeah.
With a few bright spots here and there that really amounted to nothing.
And
but I'm willing to look past that.
Baby.
I'm willing to let it slide because bro was like 5 years old. I'm not gonna shit on Usain Bolt's toddler.
What chips? If I eat, okay, picture this, right? Hot summer day. Came from the pool, just came from the pool with your people. You know what I'm saying? You go inside, you get the box of chips from Sam's or Walmart, wherever y'all go to get y'all, you know what I'm saying, the little party pack, party mix, you see what I'm saying? The little bag, the box, it used to be, y'all remember it used to be in the bag? Whatever, fuck it, but they have it in the box now. You know what I'm saying? And then you, what y'all reaching for, Swin? See, me personally, I go spicy nacho Doritos. But, or cheddar cheese ruffles. I think that's what it's called. Cheddar cheese, some shit like that. Queso cheese, some shit like that. If it's one of those two, that's what I'm reaching for. What y'all reaching for, man? Then it's gonna be basically put some Lay's. You know what I mean? Lay's cool and all, but that shit, they be too thin. Like, they be too crispy. See what I'm saying? I need some shit with a little bit of see what I'm saying? Some
for getting smoked by Noah Lyles. But even in the Cell Saga, Gohan had Cell on the ropes and started fucking around, trolling, forcing Goku to then have to sacrifice himself to save the Earth. Gohan, it was your single. This was your #1 hit, and you let Drake on it. That shit is not yours anymore. That's Goku's moment now. And you think he learned his lesson, but then in the Buu Saga, this motherfucker gets cocky again and lets Buu eat his ass, absorbing his power. What the fuck? Y'all let me know. What?
Buu absorbed his power and went on a fucking rampage, let me tell you. Just for Goku to...
What is legendary about being one hard-headed ass nigga? How many times do we have to teach you this lesson? And then what does he do after that? He retires and starts studying in school. Now I'm usually one to support motherfuckers acknowledging their trash. I've told Draymond Green to consider painting instead of basketball a few times.
Bruh,
but fuck that.
Shit.
Gohan, you pussy. I've heard that Toriyama wanted Gohan to be the new MC and leave Goku dead, but fans wasn't fucking with it, so he ended up not doing it. And I think that's ended up holding Gohan's character immensely, cause he was supposed to take the reins, but now he just needed to be sidelined again. It just felt like a huge step back. And then you go to Dragon Ball Super, and they got him out here fighting Winnie the Pooh. Then they got him fighting a nigga who finally took off his do-rag.
Holy shit.
The only real memorable moment he gets in Super is when he beats Dispo, which is a good win, shout out to Gohan. And then he gets a random ass pull transformation Beast Gohan that had no build up whatsoever, and he got without any training because that's all Gohan's character is. He is a fraud, bro. He is not.
Get power-ups out of nowhere and he becomes OP, and then he gets his ass beat again, then he gets another power-up, then he becomes OP again, but then he loses his power, then he gets his ass beat again, then he gets another power-up, then he beats the guy again because he's OP, but then he like loses it and then becomes ass again. So yeah,
legendary. The Gohan phase is crazy.
I'm calling that man legendary because he won.
Red Hood again.
You lost me. I swear to God you did. Can you just say Red Hood is not a legendary character? A legendary person? Legendary side? I ain't gonna lie. Red Hood my favorite Robin though. No bullshit. Either him or Dick. I ain't gonna lie. Pause.
None of these characters I dislike. In fact, Red Hood might possibly be my favorite DC character. But let's keep it real, bro. We all fuck with this nigga off of one storyline, and that's pretty ass when you think about it. I'm kind of taking a different approach with this one. I'm not even saying don't call Red Hood legendary because his actions are that of a fraud necessarily. I'm saying we can't call this man legendary because there's so many renditions of him that are ass, and we only mess with him for the Under the Red Hood storyline. Gun to the back of your head right now, name me 5 good Jason Todd comic book storylines. Exactly, bro. Let's be real, nobody give a fuck about the Outlaws. There's a reason DC has retold the same story in movie form, then in live action TV form, then in video game form. What other stories they gonna tell about, bro? Nobody knows or cares about the others. I've seen Jason Todd getting tortured and Batman failing him like 57 different times at this point. My man Red Hood is carried by the fact that his outfit is so ridiculously clean, his fighting is dope because he was obviously trained by Batman, and that the one storyline he's known for is a genuine DC masterpiece of a storyline. And then, listen, I get it. If you're gonna be a one-hit wonder, you might as well be like Wheatus and have it be known for Teenage Dirtbag, cause that shit is a banger.
Stop calling that man legendary because he...
Zuko. Now, y'all might be mad at me, but this one I'm gonna defend. I be seeing people calling Zuko a fraud. Not too much on Zuko, chill. Zuko being legendary shouldn't be measured in wins and losses. That's childish. Whatever happened to process over outcome? His legendary...
When was that when you was talking about Optimus Prime or I'm still stuck on that, bro. I don't like how you talk about Optimus Prime. I don't like that shit. Cause you know Optimus Prime got that dog in him. If you really do your research, Optimus Prime be that guy. See what I'm saying? I don't like how you talked about my bro. The big Prime. The big Optimus. See what I'm saying?
This comes from his growth as a man. It's just like Giannis said. There's no such thing as failure, just steps to success. That's the loser nigga's anthem right there. Zuko defying his father. That's legendary. The strongest firebender potentially ever. Spraying him with lightning. Legendary. And going on to find his own path. Helping the Avatar to stop him. That's legendary. Helping stop a war. Bringing the Fire Nation.
So I thought it was supposed to be no commentary though. You're glazing this nigga. What's going on? Can we do this with Optimus Prime next?
And the 4 nations back to harmony. That's legendary. Who cares if he lost some 1v1s? It happens. We know he's not stronger than Azula. We know he's not stronger than Ozai. We know he's not capable of beating Aang and being able to capture him. That was never the point. Respect Zuko, man. He doesn't deserve all that. He was a huge reason why Aang was able to defeat Ozai and able to learn firebending.
Oh, that was it. Damn. Okay. Hope y'all boys enjoyed the video. That's what we're watching next. This video will be out soon. I hope y'all boys did enjoy. Y'all boys like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. Y'all boys, if y'all give me ideas, bro, really, bro, I need ideas. Cause honestly, I like the reaction content, but I might try something else. I don't know yet. You finna see. You know, you got a long way to go. Lot of videos. I did promise y'all 50 videos this year, so with those 50 videos, you gonna see how this shit go. What y'all like more? What y'all like best? I'm gonna try out a whole lot of shit. So y'all better be ready.